New at 10, BYU is planning a unique tribute at tomorrow's football game against Wyoming. Before kickoff, they will honor some of the Wyoming Cowboy players from 53 years ago. News specialist Alex Cabrero is live tonight outside LaVelle Edwards Stadium. Alex, this is a big deal.
Yeah, normally pregame festivities here at LaVelle Edwards Stadium, Deanie, it would involve honoring former BYU players, but tomorrow they will honor former Cowboy players from Wyoming. In fact, some of the Wyoming players will be involved in lighting the Y up on Y Mountain, even though back in 1969, these players wanted to protest playing BYU.
There's a lot of history with BYU football. Tomorrow's game against Wyoming in Provo will bring some of that history back.
As a whole, the story is amazing.
It's a story many people might not know, which is why BYU journalism students did a documentary on it, calling it The Black 14.
It's definitely blown up way bigger than we imagined.
The Black 14 refers to 14 Wyoming football players who, back in 1969, were planning on protesting their game against BYU by wearing black armbands. It was during the Civil Rights Movement, and the players were critical of how blacks weren't allowed in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints priesthood. Wyoming's coach kicked all 14 of them off the team, a move that shocked them.
That was the #1 priority, just making sure that we portrayed their experience and truly their feelings accurately.
BYU journalism students visited 11 states in 10 days, interviewing former players. Tonight on BYU's campus was the premiere of their work.
It's quite moving, actually.
2 members of the Black 14 were there, proud of what they stood for back then, but even prouder now of the reconciliation between them and the church.
We have to pay for it. We have to play for it. And these people keep so kind.
Now, the Black 14 and the church have teamed up to donate food to food banks across the country. It's a coalition the players would have never thought would happen.
Out of my wildest dreams, I would have lost money on that bet. Because this is not going to happen. Nobody really cares about that.
Proving sometimes history can help change the future.
When we come together to help other people, that's when we're truly going to be unified, and that's when we're going to do the most good.
If you would like to see that documentary the BYU students made, we're putting a link to that on our website version of the story, ksltv.com. Deanie, tomorrow here at LaVelle Edwards against Wyoming, it's going to be pretty special.